Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we have got a lot to talk about. So, tonight, Global hit top grossing, very mysteriously just in Luxembourg, and Global gave out 7 stones. Now, this is very, very atypical of Global Dokkan to just immediately toss out 7 stones like that. As we all know, Global typically is very, very slow in handing out top grossing rewards, right? We know this. Even when they do eventually give out rewards, it's always very slow. Usually it appears as though they kind of are like taking a wait and see approach. Okay, how many countries will hit number 1? Will, Android and iOS hit number 1? They kind of like sit back and wait for that stuff. Whereas on JP, right, it's just, Android and iOS, the stores for one country, whereas Global is like 50 billion, right? So like for them, it's like, oh, JP hit top grossing iOS, boom, 30 stones. They send it right out. Like usually, stuff like Dokkan Fest Kid Goku, I want to say Blue Gogeta and Vegito this anniversary, the Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku in December for New Year's, Blue Gogeta and Full Power Super Saiyan Broly, units like that. Top grossing came like the same day as the banner, right? And like for like Kid Goku, I remember top grossing rewards were like 2 hours after the banner was live, or so. It was insane, right? So that always is a thing that frustrates Global players, right? Is that they're kind of just like waiting, and then usually the rewards aren't as impressive as JP. I mean, there are several reasons for that, right? Number one, JP does gross more income than Global, despite the fact that Global has like, what seemingly would be a larger player base, right? Since it's, Japan, the Japanese version is for Japan, and then Global is for the rest of the world. So you would think that Global would make more money and have a bigger player base and stuff like that, but it's not actually true. JP does bring in more revenue, right? So, in Japan, it's also a lot more competition for apps and stuff like this, right? Like, for example, JP did not get top grossing for LR Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, because another frequent competitor for Dokkan that is, up in the top 5 for the App Store, I think it's called like Monster Strike or something like that. They had a collab with the anime Demon Slayer, which, Demon Slayer is the hottest thing like ever, like basically in the manga industry, like breaking sales records by like One Piece and stuff like that. So like you get like an app on Dokkan's level and then combine it with like, a crossover with like the hottest anime like ongoing, well, not anime, but manga, we could sort of say, right? Ongoing right now. Then that's why JP Dokkan did not get top grossing for Rose, right? Now, the reason I wanted to make a video specifically, because sometimes, like, like LR God Goku for Global, right, got top grossing in 2 countries and 14 stones came in, which was surprising, but, I didn't really think too much of it at the time, but that is actually the first indication that things have changed with top grossing, was the God Goku. I should actually pull that up. Let me actually pull this up real quick, because it wasn't that long ago that the God Goku top grossing came out, right? So like I was saying, like I usually will do videos when JP gets top grossing. Sometimes with Global, I don't always make a video, because usually with JP getting, oh yeah, right here. Again, this was like 2 weeks ago. Usually with JP getting top grossing, like I am actively playing JP and I'm usually still summoning. So like I'll use those stones and then just make like a summon video with it, right? But like I had a Global account, but then I lost it when my Dokkan device died last month. So I have to like recover it from Bandai. I've been slow to do that. So okay, so this is the start of the what I presume here is a change to how Dokkan, both JP and Global, might be giving out top grossing moving forward. For sure on Global, it's obvious, right? So like they gave out 7 stones for Luxembourg and France. Now previously, I can't recall off the top of my head what the lowest amount of stones they've given out before, like, the lowest amount of countries that have hit top grossing. But usually, like, a couple of countries do have to hit top grossing before Global will give out rewards. And there's, I have to be careful how I say this, right? And I'm not, saying anything, but, let me just say that I can pretty safely confirm that the top grossing conditions have changed. Again, I'm not going to go into details, can't really say much, but, I just, the top grossing conditions appear to have changed, right? So we got this one right here. again, Global got 7 stones tonight. It looks to me as though one thing that's changed with how they're going to change in giving out top grossing is that for Global, it might be like, okay, this country hit it, 7 stones. And like maybe tomorrow France hits top grossing. Okay, here are 7 more stones. Maybe they'll do that. Probably would be a more beneficial way to do it with the Global player base. Because, Global's, how do I say, concerns about the blue Kaioken Goku banner and the mystery of the top grossing stones definitely did reach Bandai and Akatsuki's ears, right? Like they knew about that. So perhaps that situation did bring this on where they're sort of changing conditions. Now, on top of this situation, another reason why I think that the top grossing sort of requirements have changed is we have seen a difference here on JP as well, not just Global. So last night, as you guys can see, 2:50 a.m. So literally 24 hours ago, like exactly, right? In 2 minutes, it's going to be 24 hours exactly since JP got top grossing for Beerus. Now, the homie Goresh pointed this out to me, but it does appear as though this is the first time, this is, Goresh tossed it out, and, like, I was like, no. But then, like, I did the research, I was like, holy shit, he's right. I think this is the first time JP Dokkan has gotten top grossing for a non-Saiyan banner. So what we're saying here is a non-pure Saiyan, non-hybrid Saiyan, right? So Vegito is a pure Saiyan. Gogeta is a pure Saiyan. Gotenks is a hybrid Saiyan. Goku Black counts as a Saiyan. Baby Vegeta counts as a Saiyan. It's all Saiyans, right? Baby Vegeta is essentially Vegeta Black, right? It's Baby is in Vegeta's body. It's like almost the same thing. Zamasu took Goku's body for Goku Black, right? It's basically the same thing. So those are Saiyans. And int transfer, we're going to go through some of the various units that have hit top grossing on JP before. But one of them was int transforming Goku Black. Again, that's a Saiyan. Like, he goes Super Saiyan. He has a Super Saiyan link. He has Prepare for Battle, which is a Saiyan-only link. I know, STR Paikuhan has it on Global. I know, but that's an anomaly. I don't know why they did that, but Prepare for Battle is a Saiyan-only link. On JP, it's a Saiyan-only link, all right? So that's what we're going to go with. Now, again, I went back and double-checked, because I thought there were some banners that may have hit top grossing that were not Saiyans, right? And by the way, stuff like, transforming Trunks and merge Zamasu, people would say, oh, Zamasu, well, he came out with Trunks, hybrid Saiyan. You go, oh, transforming Frieza. Yeah, but he came out with transforming Goku, Saiyan. Again, you could just keep going. Oh, LR Int Cell came out with AGL LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, hybrid Saiyan. Every single time Dokkan has hit top grossing before this was a Saiyan. So, that, obviously... I think it stands to reason that Dokkan probably didn't think Beerus was going to hit top grossing, considering this has never happened before. And again, I went back and checked. I did my research. I looked hard. Physical Android 17 did not hit top grossing on JP. LR Physical Cell did not hit top grossing on JP. AGL Metal Cooler did not hit top grossing on JP. LR Full Power Frieza did not hit top grossing on JP. And neither did, who's the last one? STR Cooler did not hit top grossing on JP. I mean, STR Cooler was just following the 300 million download celebration too. I mean, well, it was the second Dokkan Fest after, but he wasn't that far away from it, right? So usually JP does have a lull for a couple months after the 300 million download celebration, because that seems like people just go so crazy during that. And then there's, they don't really release super fire hype afterwards, right? 2 years ago, transforming Boo, and then Metal Cooler, and then, this year was Future Gohan, and then STR Cooler. Obviously, of the 4, STR Cooler was probably the most hype. AGL Metal Cooler, he was actually probably the first one to introduce the super top tier animations into the game, though. AGL Metal Cooler is sort of the before and after for amazing super attack animations. Although I guess you could maybe say LR Goku and Frieza really started it, but then you have Transforming Boo in between, who has horrible animations, right? So the Beerus top grossing, I'm taking a long time to get to my points here, but the Beerus top grossing gave out orbs, orbs. They gave out keys. They gave out a Zenny statue, turtle shells, but there was no stones as part of this top grossing. Now, again, I think this is two reasons. One, they probably did not anticipate Beerus hitting top grossing because, again, it's the first non-Saiyan to hit top grossing for JP. But they did also give out 30 stones, now at this point, like, oh, this was 2 days ago. Yeah, this was like 2 days ago because it's like, well, sort of, right? Because, again, it was just before it became March 3rd right there. So, like, they just gave out 30 stones. Just as, like, a rewarding bonus for the 5th year anniversary. And then the next night, they hit top grossing. Probably, like stunned Akatsuki. And they go, oh, okay. Well, we'll go ahead and give out rewards. Because, whereas Global has always had sort of confusion about what the requirements are and stuff for top grossing. Like, oh, where's it coming in and stuff like that. JP has always been clear cut. It's always iOS that hits it first, always. And then JP will give out 30 stones. And then if Android also hits number 1, then JP will give out 100 stones. That's the way they always do it, right? They, again, banners that have done this have been Blue Vegeta and Jiren, Int UI Goku, again, Blue Vegeta, Blue Gogeta, or Blue Vegito, Blue Gogeta. Like, those banners have hit top grossing on iOS. Then Android's hit it, and they've given out a total of 130 stones, right? Now, I want to go through, again, like a history of banners that I remember that had top grossing. Gogeta is a Saiyan, came out with Omega Shenron. So you could say, oh, Omega Shenron. Well, he came with Gogeta. That's a Saiyan, right? UI Goku hit top grossing. Guess what? Saiyan. Tech Vegito Blue, Saiyan. Came with Rose, also a Saiyan, right? New Year's. LR Vegito, LR Gogeta, Saiyans. UI Goku, again, Saiyan, right? Blue Vegeta, Saiyan. Came with Jiren, but, again, well, that was when Jiren got his Dokkan Awakening, right? But Vegeta is a Saiyan. LR Bardock got it. Saiyan. Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Do I even need to say it? Saiyan. Transforming Goku and Frieza, but again, Goku is right there. Saiyan, right? Like, maybe transforming, like, if they had done transforming Frieza, maybe, like, transforming Cooler, maybe they would have hit top grossing, but again, Goku was there. It was a Saiyan. Like, a Saiyan is there. So, LR Goku and Frieza. Guess what Goku is? Let's keep going. Again, Goku Black. You could go, oh, well, Goku Black's not a Saiyan. Really? Because what does this say? Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose. Okay? Continuing on. Blue Gogeta. Again, I mean, right there. Saiyan. He came with Full Power Broly, too. Obviously, the LR Super Saiyan 4s, Saiyan. I mean, even second anniversary, right? Super Saiyan 4s, Saiyans. Goku, Trunks, and Pan, Saiyan, Saiyan, Saiyan. And then, of course, Baby Vegeta was there as well. He's in Vegeta's body, Saiyan. Kid Goku, Saiyan. Trunks and Zamasu. Trunks is a Saiyan. So, as you guys could see, clearly things have... I don't know. I mean, I don't really think JP not giving out stones last night was the worst thing in the world. Like, I've seen... I hopped in the Dokkan subreddit. I was very surprised by the anger on there. I was like, whoa, what? It's not that big of a deal, is it? Like, I know, like, it's coming from me like a whale, right? Like, I don't really care too much about the stone prize, whereas, like, a lot of free-to-play players, like, that's, like, oh, yes, like stones to actually summon, especially with, like, Saiyan Day coming up. Like, I get that, but I don't know. I mean, they just gave out 30 stones 2 days ago. Like, I feel like that kind of... that's probably why, because they gave out the 30 stones 2 days ago, and then Beerus completely blindsided them, because I did not expect Beerus to get top grossing. A non-Saiyan, like, Beerus is, I mean, I would say Beerus is the best TUR in the game. From what I've seen, he is definitely... He feels a lot more impressive to me than Cooler. Now, as time went on, I kind of lowered my opinion a bit of LR Rose. We'll see if I do the same with Beerus, especially after I have a chance to take him into Super Battle Road, go all the way through Legendary Goku event, all this type of stuff, take him into Battlefield. Maybe can he go, is there like an EZA I could take him into? No, he's not going to be good in the Family Kamehameha, or Tech Beerus, or STR Gogeta, or Merge Zamasu. He'll be good in Blue Vegetas, which comes out next week. Okay, yeah, he's going to be, like, the ideal unit for that. And you're not going to want to use him in the Father-Son Galacon one either. So, the only EZA where this Beerus is going to be a real threat is the Blue Vegeta EZA, which comes out next week. Okay. But, like, yeah, I want to take him into these places before I really make the determination that he's better than Cooler, but he does feel like it. So, really, top grossing tonight on Global and yesterday on JP for Beerus is a product of them releasing ridiculously powerful units and the player base has responded well. People have asked me recently, do I like the direction Dokkan is going in? I think referring specifically to the power creep by units like Cooler, Beerus, Blue Kaioken Goku on Global, and Blue Vegito and Blue Gogeta on JP, and my answer is yes. Like, that, it is a good thing. It's not good when they release, like, stunted, weird, semi-broken units, like, broken in a bad way, as in not fun. Like Cell and Gohan for the download celebration. People were upset, like, that was not fun. No one complained that Vegito and Gogeta are the best units in the game. No one's complained. No one has, like, complained that they're overpowered. Like, this is bad for the game. We all love it. Like, this is what, you know, again, people go, oh, here your truth goes again, saying this unit is, you know, the best unit in the game, but, like, that's how gacha games work. The newest unit, the one they want you to spend money on right now, is better than the old one. Otherwise, you don't have reason to spend money, right? Like, that's the point. So, I do think this sort of, like, power creep that Dokkan is moving in is a good thing, and Dokkan does not have PvP, so it's not like, you know, me rainbowing Beerus day one, I don't then go up against some poor free-to-play player who just gets obliterated because he's got no chance, right? He just cannot match up to me. It's not like Legends, where it's like, all right, I got my 14-star red 14-star Bardock, hopping into PvP. Oh, hello. Goodbye, movie team. Goodbye, Bojack. Goodbye, Gohan. Oh, you're going to lock me in, Gohan. Well, now I don't take damage and you get obliterated, right? Like, it's different. Dokkan, it's easy for, like, them to just release insane OP shit, and the only thing you're going up against is the AI, right? So, I don't think it's a mistake to do this. And clearly, it has worked, right? Because they're hitting top grossing a lot with these new units. Again, I'm actually pretty surprised that Cooler got top grossing as well on Global. Just because, like, you know, knowing what's coming on Global, and people still summoned for Cooler because he was that good. So very clearly it's healthy for the game. And, you know, another thing, again, I think PvP would possibly kill Dokkan. They took the idea of PvP for Dokkan, and then they made Dragon Ball Legends. Like, that was the point of that, right? Was to take the feedback for Dokkan. Oh, PvP? All right, well, we'll make a game for PvP. Like, that's kind of the thing. PvP would not be healthy for Dokkan, but co-op, I think, would be good for Dokkan. So we'll see if they eventually decide to add that. I just went off on weird tangents. I do that. My bad. This is the first video I've recorded today, so I've got a lot of energy. I've got a lot to talk about. But yeah, anyway, top grossing. So clearly, the top grossing conditions have changed, by the way. Moving forward, I would not, like, compare top grossing coming up to anything we've gotten in the past outside of Beerus, Cooler on Global, and God Goku on Global. I think anything before that, you shouldn't really take into account with what the rewards are going to be for either Global or JP. So sort of, you know, keep this in mind. That things might have changed, right? So, you know, again, and this may very well be in response to the Blue Kaioken Goku shenanigans in December on Global. It appears as though Akatsuki and Bandai, they might actually have listened. So that, of course, is a very good thing. Let me know what you guys think of all this top grossing stuff. Again, personally, I don't think it's that big of a deal that JP didn't get stones last night. I'm sorry, I just don't. Like, they gave out 30 stones 2 days ago. I know it wasn't related to Beerus, but, like, dude, we're gonna get top grossing on Saiyan Day. Like, relax. It's gonna be okay. Okay, don't worry. I'm gonna summon like crazy. Nalara's summoning like crazy. Like, we're hitting top grossing on Saiyan Day and stuff like that. So it's not gonna be a big deal. But oh, let me be careful. But anyway, yeah, and then, you know, Global, it's good to see Global is actually getting these stone prizes, even if it's a small number, but, you know, it's still nice, right? You know, it'll be interesting to see if, like, France or, like, the US or something does manage to hit top grossing, like, tomorrow. Would they then just dole out, like, 7 additional stones per country? That would be cool, right? So that way, like, you know, people don't go, oh, we hit top grossing, where are the stones, for 5 days until they give it out. It's like, where are the stones? And then 20 minutes later, they send it out. It's like, oh, okay, that's good. That's a good change for sure. So, again, let me know what you guys think of all the top grossing shenanigans. I will end this with that. I do think Beerus is better than Cooler, but we'll see. We'll see how if I change my mind within the next couple weeks. The Beerus World Tour is beginning in earnest today. So be on the lookout for that. And I'll catch y'all next time.